Yo, what's happening, folks? Pastor Dixon here. How y'all doing? I know I'm running a little bit late, okay? Running just a little bit late, but we shall see, okay? I'm not going to tag anybody tonight because I'm only going to be a couple of minutes on here. I hope everybody's had a great Sunday. Continuing to feed good energy out to our viewing public out here, all of the good folks. Brother Thomas, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm going to wait a few minutes and try to get some more folks on. Hope you had a great Sunday today, brother. For sure. It's been a while. I need to make me a trip up to the upstate. For sure. It's been a little while. Hezekiah, what's going on, brother? How's it going? Good to see you. I'm not tagging anybody tonight, okay, because I'm only going to be on a couple of minutes. I had to make a sort of change in plans, okay, but I'm going to let some folks get on before I shut it down, okay. Brother Bass, what's going on? Doing all right? All right, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Let's see if we can get some more folks on, okay. Yep. Yeah, it's been a day. It's been a day. Hey, Kim. How you doing? Natanya, how you doing? Okay, good to see you. Good to see you. Brother Kevin, what's going on? Yeah, I saw your text. We good. We good. Felicia, what's going on? Listen, if you don't know about Geechee One magazine, make sure you go and subscribe to her, okay? Please, please. Oh, Thomas, you're in Edisto now. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely come out. You're a lot closer. That's for sure. That is for sure. So yeah, the pastor here and the pastor's all right, doing all right this evening. That's for sure. Good to see folks jumping on. I'm gonna give everybody a couple of more minutes, but I'm gonna let you know that the original post that I made for tonight, I'm going to back away from that, okay? Because I'm not gonna be on too long tonight, okay? This is gonna be very brief. I'm going to talk about something very quickly and ask everybody to come out and participate tomorrow night at the Single Member District Forum. Come out and be educated about it, okay? I'm going to encourage everybody. Ivory, how you doing? Good to see you. Please spread the word. Get as many people out as you can to the Single Member District Forum, okay? And let's just see which way it goes. Troy, what's going on? I meant to catch your live a little while ago, but I missed it. I'm sorry, brother. I've been a little bit busy for a little while, okay? Aaron, what's going on? Carter, what's happening? Okay. Yeah. Hoping Taisha jump on here too. We got work to do. Definitely getting together some things together up in Walterboro, okay? Kat, how you doing? All right. Meredith, what's happening? Okay. Yeah. Now, I hate to, to really be the bearer of bad news on this. Natanya, yeah, it's supposed to be 2 hours from, I think it's from 6 until 8. Kevin, is that right? From 6 until 8 tomorrow at the Azalea Church of Christ over on Azalea Drive. Cindy, how you doing? Good to see you. And I'm hoping everybody, those who support a single member, about an hour and a half? Okay, alrighty, about an hour and a half. LT, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. Alrighty, thank you for your service out there in the community. And y'all doing great things out there for sure. And I really, really appreciate you all more than what you know, okay? And I'll continue to support and defend our true blue brothers and sisters that wear the badge and wear the uniform, okay? Serving and protecting, that's for sure. So, yeah, good looking out, Kevin. An hour and a half, what is that, from 6 to 7:30, Kevin? Tomorrow night for the forum, Single Member Districts Forum, okay? No more than 8 p.m. Okay, all right. Well, make sure y'all come on. Come on out tomorrow, okay? We need some participation. We need folks to come out. Lydia, how are you doing, my sister? Doing well, I pray, okay? So I just wanted to make sure that everybody got the word once again, that you please, my Facebook page, I think I have it like pinned to the top of a few of my pages about the forum tomorrow night. We need to get people out to this forum, okay? We don't need to have a small crowd. We need to have a good crowd out tomorrow night for this forum. Teresa, what's going on? This is all about single member districts. It's all about legislation. 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Okay, great. It's about legislation that is in Columbia right now that unanimously passed in the House dealing with single member districts and is currently in the Senate. Okay, and we there's some issues that need to be discussed on the table, and more clarity brought to them. Okay, so I'm just encouraging everybody to come on out. Okay, now, Chef, what's going on? Twan, how you doing? All right, always good to see you all. Regina, what's going on? I just want to stop for a minute and to reinforce the fact to everybody. Are you pushing us to vote for? Felicia, as far as somebody to vote for in the presidential election? Danielle, what's going on? Well, yeah, before I go on, let me make sure that everybody understands, okay? February 29th is the Democratic primary election here in South Carolina, okay? February 29th, that's a Saturday. It's not going to be on a Tuesday, it'll be on a Saturday. Saturday, February 29th is the Democratic primary election. All of those folks that you've seen running for office, except for those that have dropped off, will be on the ballot here in order for people to vote for the one that they feel is best suited, best suits their needs, okay? Which candidate do you support? Which candidate do you prefer? That voting takes place. This is not the end election. The end election will be in November when the winner of the Democratic nomination that will be in July, that winner, that one person, will go against Donald Trump in November of this year. I think it's November 3rd. But before we get to that, in South Carolina, we have a chance to vote on Saturday the 29th to determine which one of this field of candidates South Carolinians, Democratic South Carolinians, prefer the most, okay? So we need for everybody to get out and vote. Please go vote for the candidate of your choice. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for, okay? The presidential candidates, and I know if I start running them off, I'm going to miss somebody, okay? Because I don't have a list in front of me. But please, Google presidential candidates, current presidential candidates, because I think the field originally, I think there's been a total of like 27 candidates out there or something like that or more. So many have dropped out along the way. But please make sure that you're not only registered to vote in this election, but that you go vote in the primary. Go vote in the primary. Make sure that you're heard in South Carolina about who you want to represent you in the Democratic convention, who you want to be nominated, the next person is going to run against Donald Trump, and who's going to beat Donald Trump. As long as we go to the polls and everybody, no matter who it is and who they support right now, gets behind that person who is the Democratic nominee. Marquise, what's going on? JD, what's going on? Keith, how you doing, brother? Jay, what's going on? Christian, how are you? Good to see you, sir. Okay. I love it when I on here who understand that no matter what we do, we can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Okay. Erica, Tony, Scott, what's going on? Or Shaniqua, excuse me. What's happening, everybody? Okay. But yes, the presidential primary in South Carolina is on Saturday, February 29th. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Like standard voting days. You must be registered to vote. Right now, you can vote either absentee by mail, but you have to go online to scvotes.org. Or the election commission and get an absentee ballot and mail that in. I think you can print it out and mail it in, I think, okay. Or you can go in-person absentee over on Headquarters Road at the Elections Commission, and that's behind the old closed-down Bilo off of Leeds Avenue, Dorchester Road and Leeds. The Checkers right there. Just the other side of there, before you get to Azalea, there's a small road called Headquarters Road. If you go down that road about a quarter of a mile on your right, The Elections Commission office is right there, and you can actually vote right there, in-person absentee, as long as you fit one of the 16 categories, only one of the 16 categories of reasons why you can vote absentee. Okay, for me, the old guy, I can vote because I'm over 65. I can go to the poll right now, tomorrow between, I think it's open from 9 to 5, and vote tomorrow because I'm over 65. That's one of the conditions, okay? If you're going to be out of the country at that time, you can actually vote. There's 16 reasons why you can actually vote. If you have to work that day, you can vote early absentee, okay? Or if you have to work on the 29th. So there's 16 reasons. If you want to vote early, you can actually go there. First off, check the reasons to make sure you got a reason. And you can go to scvotes.org and find out that that list, scvotes.org. You can do that and go, and then go ahead on and cast your vote early, okay? And avoid the lines and everything, the waiting that we hope to see on Saturday the 29th. Cheryl, how you doing? Good to see you. Alrighty, thank you for tuning in so much. Jamia, thank you for your continued support of all that I've done over the years. Definitely appreciate it. Happy birthday again to Maya, for sure. Anthony, good to see you. William, good to see you. Good evening, brother. Abria, David, how y'all doing? Robert, what's going on? Okay. So that's on the voting issue. Okay, that's right, Kat. scvotes.org. Please go there, check, make sure you're registered. If you're not registered right now, you can't vote in the primary, but you can still register right now if you have a valid South Carolina driver's license or a South Carolina ID card, so that you can vote in November, okay? Any way it goes, get registered, no matter which way it goes. But if you are registered, please, and tell somebody else, we must vote in this primary election and vote that person that best meets your needs, okay? That best suits you and your needs. There's a lot of candidates out here, okay? Go for those that do. I have my pick. I'm not going to use this forum in order to tell you about my pick right now. I'm going to talk later on this week about who I'm supporting. But my encouragement anyway, no matter who I'm supporting, to you be your way and to me be mine. Do your own research and decide who it is that best represents you. Jordan, it's so good to see you on board, my brother. And I must apologize. I got sidetracked today and was unable to attend your event. Man, keep doing what you're doing and know that I have your back, okay? I support you 120%, okay? For sure. And I agree with Jay Blankenship. Make sure that you do vote all blue on the local, state, and national levels, okay? And this is a reality because the other side just doesn't represent what the Democratic Party represents. We don't share the same value system. Let me just put it that way. Whether the Dems are or have not been working in our favor to benefit everybody, and some really believe that, and I believe that there are some shortcomings myself. But I place the onus on the fact that we have not pushed them to do exactly what we need to do, and the opposition they have, because we're the minority party in South Carolina. In every one of our areas, even in our school boards, there are more Republicans on the school board than there are Democrats. And the reason why I can't go and support the Republicans, and no offense to anybody on this line, because I know there are some who follow the Republican Party here, and I still consider my brothers, sisters, and friends, okay? But when it comes to the value system, we just don't agree. I believe in universal health care, not privatization. I believe in unions. I believe in living wages. I believe in public education, not for-profit education. I believe in our environment, preserving our environment. I believe in ending gun violence by at least trying to pass some legislation that's going to stop it, okay? And the Republican Party just doesn't believe in those things. So I can't side with the Republicans, but because I don't side with the Republicans, for those of my friends that might be here, that does not make us enemies. It never will in my book. Now, to you be your way and to me be mine. If that puts a bridge between us, then that's on you. It's not on me. I'll always be your friend, okay? Straight up. And I'm always going to work to build bridges. So for those who, who just, want to harbor on bridges not being built, well, that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about. Jameer, you say I'm torn, and some that seem like would be best have very low support, but still doing more research. Yeah, continue doing the research. And, the thing about it in the primary election is that we can't look at who has the most support. Look at who best suits your interest and vote for that individual. Vote for that person. Brianna, how you doing? Good to see you. Poor People's Campaign in the house. Vote for the individual, okay? Don't be sidetracked, okay? Just make sure that we vote our choice in this primary. And then when the field is cleared of all other candidates except for one after the Democratic National Convention, which will be in July. And there's some issues with that. Okay, I'll talk about those another time. There are some issues with that convention. But make sure that after July narrows that field down of candidates that you're having trouble picking from now, when that one candidate emerges, I don't care who it is, we need to get behind that person in whatever capacity that we can to help that person win, all the way up to making sure that we and everybody we know votes for that one person. This election is too crucial for us to sit out this election and not go vote. We have to vote. Now, when we look at that one remaining candidate, okay, I hear a lot of people that have made the statement about one candidate, that candidate can win. That candidate has a win factor. That candidate, scares Donald Trump. And that candidate can win. Well, that doesn't say much about candidates. But the bottom line is no matter what is said, that whole scenario is rhetoric. Okay? We need to get behind the candidate that can win in the primary. Okay? When you got a field of 9 candidates, get behind the one that the general public says, or the media says, or somebody says can win. That's hogwash. The bottom line is whoever wins in the Democratic Nation, whoever becomes the nominee, the Democratic nominee, that single candidate that's going to run against Donald Trump, whoever that person is, that's the person we all need to get behind. Everybody. So everybody actually has the ability to win the election, because everybody, once the single candidate is selected, everybody needs to get behind that candidate. To be perfectly honest with you, a donkey can beat Donald Trump in this election. If every Democrat goes and votes for that donkey, a jackass. If everybody goes and votes for the jackass will beat Donald Trump. One jackass will beat another jackass. Yeah, I said it. So don't let nobody come play with these words and carrying on you, and get you thinking, okay, man, this one person's got, man, they got a way to win, man, and the rest of them don't. The problem is all of us, every candidate that's running has the ability to win if we go them in. We actually control the vote. There are more of us than there are them. If we exercise the vote, if we don't convince ourselves that we shouldn't vote, if we don't listen to folks that's saying the Democrats ain't doing this, so don't support them, or don't vote, and if we don't listen to all of that rhetoric and we go vote for whoever's running against Donald Trump, guess what? We win. The people win. And we win in areas of healthcare. We win in areas of education. We win in areas of ending gun violence. We win in areas of union organizing and wages. And we win in areas where we've been hurting at for a very long time. And when our children win, and their children will win. So it's time for us to put aside all the differences once the primaries are over and we get to the Democratic convention and one candidate is selected. We need to put all of our differences aside and behind that candidate, donate money, knock on doors, call people up. Importantly, from October the 4th, when early voting starts, until November the 3rd election, go to the polls and vote. That's what we have to do, and that is how we are going to win. Period. Period. Okay, let me back up right quick, okay? Brother Shabazz, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Donamichi, man, all power to you. Good to see you, man. Keep striving out there in them streets. Man, we can end this gun violence, ain't no doubt about it. Amy, thank you so much for getting on board. That's for sure. Ray, good to see you. Hope, good to see you. Keith, what's going on, man? I've been trying to upload your testimony, the pain that you shared yesterday at the healing of mind, body, and spirit event with Moms Demand Action, and We Are Their Voices, over at the community center. I've been trying to share it, but my internet is messing up and carrying on, so it hasn't uploaded yet. But when I get a chance, I'll send it to you anyway. I don't know if you already have a copy of it, but thank you for your not only your heart to help, but your selfless sharing of your life story and your testimony through the pain and through it all. And you still made it, and you still striving, and I'm looking forward to the TED Talk, and that's for sure. Warren, man, it's been a while. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. All is well. Melissa, good to see you also. Okay, well, Carolyn, good to see you also. Again, I didn't really get on here to be on here really long tonight. Just wanted to cover those topics, which are way off from what I wanted to talk about tonight, and I'm going to get back to it later on this week, talking about the Southern strategy of 50 years ago and how that strategy is actually it equates the Coalition for Kids, the way that they're interacting with the Charleston County School District and School Board right now. That there's a correlationship between the two. Peace, Brother Jason. Good to see you. Carl, good to see you. There's a correlation that needs to just be brought out, okay? And I'm going to do that later on this week. Got a little sidetracked today, but in that sidetracking, I want everybody to know one thing about me and one thing only. And most of you all know it. And there's no foolishness out here that's going to change your minds about it. I get up every day in order to work for the people, to live for the people, to try to make it a better place for the people, And I've done this consistently for years, and folks know that, So I just want to reaffirm to all who are out there that that's my mission and that's my job. That's the life of an activist, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Every day is not going to be a good day. Every day is not going to be one where folks just embrace you and say good things about it. There are going to be those days when people got issues and want to talk about you, But, it doesn't stop the work from getting done. We got to continue on doing the job no matter what. And everyone that's on this live feed, whether you know it or not, or whether you want to realize it or not, you're all a part of the solution. And the solution is not on this live feed. The solution is at the school board. The solution is attending this forum tomorrow at Azalea Church of Christ from 6:30 until 8 o'clock on single member districts. Your job, the activism that you have, is listening to the other side of the argument when it comes to single member districts and deciding for yourself what works best. The job is making sure that if we have employment issues where we have bully managers in place, or people are being misused on their jobs, or people are still working 2 and 3 jobs just trying to make enough to live off of in an apartment where they're steadily going up on the rent because of gentrification, we need to make sure that we are making a difference trying to end that scourge of people, that mistreatment of people. That's our job. That is our job. And for me, I take it so seriously that no matter who says what about me, you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You can't stop the grind. This is the grind. Greg Perry, what's going on? Man, I'm so proud of you, brother. Keep grinding, for sure. Kamisha, good to see you. Yes. Kristen, good to see you. Thank you so much for putting that forum together. Man, just let me know when the next forum is, okay? Please, let's make that a regular thing. Allison, good to see you. Derek, good to see you also. Felicia, what's going on? Alrighty. Good to see you in the house. Um, yeah. Chuck down heavy hitters, huh? So you're right. Okay, all right. I just wanted to put that out there. I appreciate that, William, for sure. For sure. I appreciate that, Keith. Keep pushing. The unified front is our greatest and best position. Keep pushing. That's right. That's right. And just understand about every last one of us. Not just those on this feed, but everybody out here. Everybody's trying to put in some kind of work. Well, not everybody, but a lot of the folks that we know are trying to put in work, okay? And we don't always get it right. We don't always say or do everything that's right, okay? But that doesn't even, that doesn't shouldn't slow us down from getting this job done, because the work is still there. No matter what happens, we still have to put in work. We still have to continue addressing these issues and trying to fight against a system that has been put in place to suppress and oppress people. Poor people, people who are brown skinned and black and red. And we have to overcome that system. And we have to overcome the obstacles of distraction, the differences that we might hold. The fact that every once in a while we do have differences. We have to get over that and keep fighting. We have to be the bigger folks in this whole battle, because there's a whole system of big people, a big system, a huge system that has aligned itself in order to defeat those who are trying to work for the people. We can't let our inner issues overcome us when we're fighting an outer system that's trying to kill us. Period. All right, my brothers and sisters, I appreciate you all so much. Please share this out. It's a lot of information on here, especially about the elections coming up. We need to make sure that we're grinding on that we get down on the 29th with the primary election, that we get down even further when it comes up to the general election in November the 3rd, okay? And then with early voting starting then, or early absentee voting starting then, on October the 4th, I believe it is. And always remember, South Carolina under Republican control for the last 20 years or better, okay? The Republicans have. And under their control, our education is the worst in the country. Our poverty rate is amongst the worst in the country. Our gun violence rate is amongst the worst in the country. Our rate of gentrification is amongst the highest in the country. And our Republicans who run this state have had an opportunity to do right by us for 2 decades. That's 20 years. That's 12 months a year times 20 years. That's 365 days a year times 20 years that they've had a chance to help in all of these different, and just roll on and on and on, where the people of South Carolina have not benefited. It's time for us to not use the excuse that I'm not going to vote. No, it's time for us to try something different, because many people in the past have tried that excuse and gotten away with it. Let's try something different this time. Let's go vote and see what happens. And I guarantee you, if we flip the script, if we change South Carolina from 2/3 Republican to 2/3 Democrat, we get Democrats in the House and in the Senate in South Carolina. We get Democrats on our boards, on our city councils, in our mayor seats, and we get the people behind them, pushing them, making sure that we're demanding that they keep on moving forward in a direction that's going to benefit us and our children and their children. I guarantee you, in a year to 2 years from now, you're going to sit back and say, man, I can breathe now. I get up in the day and feel good. Because the news didn't say Ray Ray and Pookie got shot last night. with an illegal gun. Because your kids got up and went to the neighborhood school, and the neighborhood school, public school, gave them a quality public education that's preparing them for six-figure jobs when they get out of high school, because it wasn't just focused on academics, but opened up the world of trades, especially in the new green economic opportunity areas. Man, a year later, South Carolina's hope will be realized if we turn this state from red to blue. But we can't do this without you and without your vote. Don't sit out. Don't sleep. You sleep on this thing, in November, Donald Trump will win again. Yeah, somebody will say, I'm trying to scare you. Yeah, I am. I'm trying my best to scare you into going to the polls and taking 20 more people to the polls with you. Vote this fool out, or else we'll be back on the plantations, or in the jail system, or homeless. Okay? I want you all to take care and have a wonderful evening. Michelle, good to see that you came on. Kelly, good to see you. Okay? Take care. Give me a shout out sometime. I'd like to chop it up with, as they say, chop it up with you. Excuse me if I drop down to that slang area. Okay? But yeah, I'd like to talk some, to sit down and chat with you sometime. Okay? Everybody, you all take care. Take care. And remember, no matter what's going on or whatever, we can choose love over hate. We can choose reconciliation over separation. We can choose to hug and embrace over balling up our fists and fighting with everybody. We can choose to address people with respect over addressing people in a hostile manner. It's a choice. The choice is on each one of us, just as the choice is on us on who to vote for when it's time for us to vote. Please, my brothers and sisters, everybody that's on here. And when I say brothers and sisters, y'all know I don't talk about ethnicities. I talk about each and every one of us, because we all are brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters, man, I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Okay? And I'm going to be back on again live later on this week to talk more about that, the Southern strategy and the Coalition for Kids and Charleston County School District. And I'm also going to talk about my support of a certain candidate in this next election, in the primary election. For that one, I'm just going to tell everybody, please, okay? It's not an invitation to debate or whatever. It's just going to be me talking about why I support a particular candidate. We don't need all that. If you want to debate, live on your own page, okay? I'm not going to do all of that. I'm just going to talk about the one candidate that I support. We don't need all of that other division in there, or hashtag this candidate, a hashtag that candidate. Yeah, I wouldn't do that to your page or your flyer or anything like that. I give you that respect. Please give me that same respect. So, again, I love you all. Hug those that are near you. Call those that aren't. Just tell them I love you. Let's start spreading love. If we start spreading love, we can overcome hate. This is Pastor Dixon. I'm out. Y'all take care. Peace.